Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another week. Welcome from James and myself.
Hello,
We're here
welcome.
for our weekly update, just to tell you what's going on around Kingfisher right now, even though you are at home.
Yep, great to be with you again this week. We were just talking about, we think we're in our 5th week of lockdown now.
Yeah.
So a whole number of people going stir crazy and just ridiculous, really. If you were given 5 weeks annual leave to do whatever you like with it, I'm sure that would be wonderful. But 5 weeks of lockdown isn't so great.
No. Well, one of the things that James was saying last week, he was asking if people could share with us testimonies of how they're coping at the moment. What is God saying to you during this time that we're in at the moment? And I woke up this morning and I was trying to remember when was the last time that we were all actually in this room together. And it was actually 6 weeks ago this coming Sunday. It was on the 15th of March. And I was thinking about what was God saying to us on that day? And it suddenly struck me that we were in the middle of our series of talks called Relentless Trust. And the title of that talk that day was on trusting in the proximity of God. And it was like God knew. Why is that a surprise to me? I don't know. But it's like God knew that from the following week, we wouldn't be able to be in close proximity with each other. We didn't know that at the time. And yet he was reassuring us that he was with us, just like he was with Joseph, remember, from Genesis, locked up through no fault of his own. And yet God was with him, we read, and showed him mercy and loving kindness. So if you've got any testimonies, any thoughts on how God has been meeting you in this time of our physical separation, then we would love to hear about that, and so that we can share that with the wider church too.
Now, it's really great to see in our online church that we're getting people joining us from all over the world, not just from Gloucester. It's great to have folk from other churches in Gloucester joining us, but it's also great to have people from around the world as well. And last Sunday, it was really great to welcome a pastor from Amritsar in the Punjab in India. We visited Amritsar as part of the international ministry just a couple of years ago. It's great to be joined from there. Also, it's great to know that folk in Africa in particular are joining us. And I had a really encouraging message from Pastor Joseph Maravanyika from Zimbabwe just the other day. Of course, the church, the country of Zimbabwe is in complete lockdown at the moment and can't, so churches can't meet together, and they don't really have the technology to do online church or anything like that. But they're really blessed by being able to join in with what we're doing. And Pastor Joseph was describing how they're taking aid packages to families in need there, but how encouraged they are that they know that there are people around the world who are not just in the same situation, but praying for them. And he was assuring us that he was praying for us as well. So we are one great big family. And one of the positive points in all of this is that we can demonstrate that. And this online church that we're doing at the moment, and the great benefit of the Kingfisher family Facebook page and so on. The great benefit is that we can encourage each other and share stories of what God's doing. So like Ollie says, do share if God's doing something in your life. We really want to hear, but not just us. We want to share that around the world as well.
So this coming Sunday, we have 3 services for you. Live streamed, so we have Tredworth's usual 10 o'clock service, we have Westgate's 11 o'clock service, and we have our joint 6 p.m. service. So at the 10 o'clock, we're starting a brand new series called Stirred Not Shaken. And I would love it if you could join us for that. What are you doing at the 11 o'clock?
Well, I was just going to say, before we talk about the awesome events of the 11 o'clock service, how did the Zoom meeting, the
yes.
catch-up after the service last Sunday go?
So, yeah, after our 10 o'clock service, straight as soon as it finished, live streaming, we opened a Zoom meeting for anybody who wanted to jump on and say hello. And we actually have 45 people join us. So if you want to just tap in, you don't have to hang around, you don't have to stay. You can just come and say hello before the Westgate service starts at 11. It would be great to see your face. It's just really nice just to see everybody and to say hello to everybody. So we're going to be doing that again this Sunday, straight after the 10 o'clock finishes.
Well, I'm glad you asked about the 11 o'clock service. Thank you very much. Last week, we started a series called God's Survival Kit. It's looking at how do we negotiate and stay encouraged during the dark valley times in life. And I just think it's such a great time to be looking at this. And so we started last week with the Lord is my shepherd, and looking at how knowing God as being our shepherd can change everything. And we're going to continue that this coming Sunday. It's number 2 in a series of 3. And then in the evening at the 6 o'clock service, well, last Sunday evening we started our look at the whole Bible, all the themes of the Bible, how they all fit together, and so on. And I was encouraged that the number of people that started the service pretty much were the number of people that finished the service. So well done, everyone. Do please come back this week. We're looking at covenant. What does it mean for God to relate to us in a really close and meaningful way? He is a holy God. We are not perfect people. How do those two things go together? Well, it goes together through covenant. So what does covenant really look like? That's what we're going to be looking at this evening, as well as some just great worship. I have really been blessed over these few weeks with the creative way in which we have been able to worship God in song.
So I hope you can join us, kingfisherchurch.online.church. And even if you're not one of our usual regular attenders, we would love you to make yourself known. If you're watching it on the live stream, let us know you're there. Say hello, and we'd love to know where you're watching from.
Yep, we'll see you very soon, hopefully, but we'll be together virtually this coming Sunday. So have a great rest of the week, and we will get together on Sunday.
God bless everybody.
Then. God bless you.